Right. Yeah, I'm good now.
Right, so with Sean from Landscapes. For anyone who's never heard of Landscapes before, how could you describe it?
I'd probably say, like in my own words, we're just like a hard rock band. Like personally, I mean, yeah, you get called or coined into these like categories or scenes or genres of we're a melodic hardcore punk band or whatever. But yeah, we're just a band. We sound pretty heavy. We have influences from bands like Nirvana to Bjork to Modern Life is War to Go Out Alone, and the list could go on forever. So yeah, I think that's probably about as best as I can say. Like, but yeah, I mean, if you want to go putting it into that same sort of category, so to speak, it would be that we're a melodic hardcore punk band.
You released the EP
Reminiscence?
Reminiscence. I can't say it. It was 2010.
Yeah.
And then your album Life Gone Wrong last year. What's the differences between, like, what would you say? Like the themes of them and by messages.
The themes of Reminiscence is more about family loss and love loss. Really, it was to sort of step into the realm of remembering about a relationship that you had, or losing a relationship, or a friendship that you had with someone in your family. Or I mean, it hits like 3 different areas of my grandmother, Kai's parents, my parents, and previous relationship for me. Whereas Life Gone Wrong is nothing about love whatsoever. It doesn't step into the realm of grandparents or anything like that, but it does. I mean, obviously, there's a song in there that's about my father, but most of it's more about small town life, small town chat. Sick and tired of it, losing friendships over it, and just sort of, and getting to a low point and needing some sort of way out. And I guess when I started writing it, it was all I had on my mind.
What can fans expect from you this year? Like, what are you looking forward to doing this year? What is happening for Landscapes in this wonderful year of 2013?
So we have at the moment we have 2 festivals coming up. One is Thousand Trees, the other, which is in the UK, but I don't quite know where. The other is
in Derby, I think.
Yeah, you're right, actually. Yeah, sorry. And the other is New Noise Festival in Karlsruhe. I can't pronounce it, but it's in Germany.
Oh, so it's Germany.
Yeah, other than that, we've got the Polar Bear Club tour coming up at the end of May, and we've confirmed for a Canadian tour with Counterparts.
That's alright then. You're quite like a large fan base in Europe. How do your European shows and UK shows differ? Like crowd reaction, what's the crowd like?
I think the main reason for that is, first of all, like the main reason why that would probably be is because we've always had a priority for touring in Europe more so than the UK. We never really got many opportunities or many offers to do stuff in the UK, so our main intention the moment we started the band was we want to tour out in Europe. And I think that because we make that effort, people make the effort for us that come out to those shows. They make the effort to go a little bit crazier to try and give us a good show as much as we're trying to give them a good show. And I don't know, it's just that sort of that theme of there is a bit more of a community there, and they're very sort of passionate about checking out new bands and going to see their favourite ones. In the UK, I think that without being harsh to the UK, I definitely think that there's a little bit of snobbery. There's a lot of cliques.
The music scene's dying in the UK, though.
It is. To me, I think that our music scene, as such, like the hardcore scene, I think is on its last legs. But I'm
more of a
proved
fashion.
wrong every 5 seconds. I check out another band and I'm like, fuck, okay.
A lot of it is about fashion, though. No.
Yeah, it can be. I mean, not all bands are about fashion, but even the bands that are trying not to be fashionable to a degree, that is a fashion in its own sense. So it's, you know, you can't knock them for it. Everyone's trying to do the same thing. Everyone's trying to be good at what they do, and they want to be recognised for it. And I can't knock any other band for doing that.
What bands are you looking forward to playing with most, or seeing at festivals that you're playing?
That's a good question. I'm looking forward to seeing One Life is War at some point this year, or hopefully this year or maybe next year, now that they've just reformed. I'm looking forward to playing at New Noise Festival for the pure fact that Integrity are playing. And of course, like seeing friends like Counterparts again out on those tours. But I mean, it's as and when. I don't really follow what bands are going out on tour. I mean, I have a girlfriend in Germany, and so there's a venue just around the corner, and a lot of tours come through there. So I just tend to check out what's on like that week, and if there's a band that I'm interested in,
long distance it's
I can just walk down. It takes me 10 minutes, and I'm there, which is amazing because I live in the sticks back here, and it takes like 45 minutes to get anywhere to a decent show. So
that's hard. What's been your personal greatest achievement that you've done through the band?
Everything that we've done in the band has been like a massive achievement. Writing an album, I never thought I'd ever do that. Like when we wrote the EP, the reason why we wrote it as an EP is because we didn't know whether we could write any more than 6 songs, and that wasn't even 6 songs; it was 5. So it was just, I mean, even the idea of writing an album, the chance of being able to play a live session in Maida Vale, BBC Radio 1, being able to play like festivals, meet some of your idols, and they actually turn around and tell you that they're into your band and that they enjoy listening to it. I mean, that's blown me away 100 times over. Or even seeing people getting tattoos of like lyrics that I've written, it's just so fucked up. I mean, it's cool. I think they're mad, but it's like I'm always blown away by it because it's just something that you don't ever expect.
And they're stuck with it for life, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you feel there are negative perceptions about the band you play and like the attitudes of the crowd towards you?
No, not at all. The people that come to see us, I always find that we don't have much movement at our shows. We get people stood there and they sort of just stand and watch.
I can imagine that's very judging. Well, that's what it'll come across
maybe. But if anything, that's made us work harder for like
try to get the crowd.
For what? Yeah. Well, not just for that. Like we're not trying to make everyone move around, but if they're stood there judging, especially that whole what are they doing? You want to make sure that you portray exactly what it is that you're trying to say correctly. You want to convey it in the right way. So it's just, I don't know, and like I don't really understand it. In the UK, like it's different. In Europe, it's a lot crazier, but I don't know.
Although in the hardcore scene you are perceived well, it's like you're perceived quite well amongst the hardcore scene, would you say? And are you shocked by that, of how well the hardcore scene's taking you in, or is you grown used to it?
I'd disagree with you. I wouldn't say that the hardcore scene did follow us that much. I think that the hardcore scene in the UK doesn't have a lot of time for us, and we don't really have a lot of time for it. And that sounds shitty and harsh, but it's the truth. I mean, we don't tour with that many UK hardcore bands. We've done shows and we make friends with certain people and other bands. You know, you can get that again. It's that sort of snobbery of just you'll get a nod or something like that, but there's no sort of conversation. And like I don't know, maybe it's me being shy and I don't go over and talk to those people, or it's the other way around or whatever. I've just never really seen it as being. I've never felt like we were part of a community as such, or a part of a hardcore scene. We're just into that music, and that's just how we're obviously that's the music that we play. As for like people that are into hardcore and aren't in a band, I mean, if people are into hardcore and one of the bands that they like is us, then that's a bonus. But I don't know. I've never really looked at it like that.
All right, so a bit of a fun question now. Hit the Deck, and the Welbeck is now 28 days later. So out of all the 3 bands that are in a different room in the hotel, stuck, you had to go save Dumbrocker, We Are the In Crowd, or Bleed From Within. Who would you go save? And why?
I don't know. I really don't know.
And
Did you have to say those bands?
And Hayley as well.
Oh, and Hayley? Well, then that's simple. It's Hayley every time. Can we get her in this?
No.
Oh, no, of course not. Yeah, it's Hayley every time.
All right.
I love that girl to bits.
But what if Hayley's turned into a zombie?
I'd still save her. Fuck it, I'd still save her. She's incredible.
Right.
She gets me, and like she sent me a Buy a Fred album. That's the coolest fucking shit ever. So.
Alright, so Hayley's been eaten and she's dead, which are the 3 bands.
Whatever parts are left of her, I'd still go and find her.
There isn't part. You
There'll
can't get around this
something,
way.
I'll find something. There'll be one
You're
of those
not
shoes
leaving
or
this
something.
interview until you answer.
Give me some other bands and I'll
Nope.
do it.
Nope.
For fuck's sake. Oh.
You have to think like who'd be best
What
to
were
team
the
up
bands
with
again?
as well.
Broco,
Crowd,
Watty.
because they're next door.
Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah, we're the In Crowd are next door. You can just say them.
Yeah, because they're next door.
Not Broco.
What was the name of that band again?
We are the In Crowd.
We're the In Crowd, yeah.
What about
I've never
Broco?
heard of them. I'm really sorry. I've never heard of them. I'm not a fan of Dom.
Oh, you're not a fan of them.
I'm not. I'm sorry. This is why I was just like, I really can't answer that question.
But have you seen them?
If you sit, tell me another band like Title Fight,
Title
Pure
Fight,
Love,
Bleeding Through,
or
Pure
Bleeding
Love,
Through,
Valerie
like,
Knox.
I'd still be stuck because I rate those bands. But
Yeah, but
I'd
if you
probably
seen the
say
muscles on
Title Fight.
Broco, they'd take out zombies with a flick.
Maybe it's just not my cup of tea. It's nothing against them. It's just, yeah, it's
Nah,
just
it's
not
cool.
my cup of tea.
Alright, last question. Explain why fans should basically come check you out at a festival. What can they expect? What would be worth, like, you know?
I would just say, just to get your money's worth. If you want to check out a different band and it's not really your sort of genre, if you're here to see a band like Bleeding Through and you've not really ever been into the hardcore scene, then you've paid money for a ticket to come here. So check as many bands out as you can.
Yeah. Alright, nice one. Thanks very much, mate.
Thank you.